What would you guys rather be called? Buster, Champ, Sport, Bucko, Buddy, Bud, or Bruiser? I'm about to hop on this call, and I was just thinking about my internship from back in the day. I think it was a couple years ago, and I was so bored that I just started joining calls and calling people buddy and pal, and then sending videos to my friends. I don't know if I did it multiple times. I definitely did it once, and I don't know if I could include that video in here.
Hey buddy, how's it going?
Hey man, all good. How are you?
I'm good, pal.
See me now?
Yeah, I can see you.
Here's a question. Was it moral to call that guy buddy and pal in one sentence? Because I sent the video to my friends and made them laugh. Is the good of 6 better than the good of 1? Look at this guy, man. You guys know that once upon a time in Hollywood scene? Just imagine them making crap dinner right now instead of making pre-workout and then So I feel like people that don't really go to the gym would look at the parts of my videos that are lifting the weights, then posing and being like, what the fuck is this? And I actually get that. I understand. It's like, dude, what are you doing? But it's all arbitrary, right? Everything's weird, so nothing's weird. You guys can think about that one on your own if you don't understand. But I'm going to attempt to explain why all young men, or you know what, why anyone should go to the gym. And this can be the start of your understanding of why I love it so much. So I started going to the gym because of a few reasons. I think one was the fact that I just thought being jacked was sick, or maybe just like getting a 6-pack or something. This was like 6-7 years ago. I was probably grade 10 or 11 when I started. It's like, fuck it. Should get a 6-pack, that'd be cool, man. And then it was also a social thing. Some of my friends were doing it. I was probably thinking I'll probably get some girls doing this as well, you know, look sick, attract some girls. That was a fucking lie. That was a myth. So it started off as more of a vanity thing / a social thing. And now I just do it so I don't kill myself and so I stay sane. But why is it so important for anyone to go? So Kevin Levrone, he's a bodybuilder. He puts it very simply, but this explains it very well. He goes, I had that gym, it taught me discipline, it taught me sacrifice, it taught me how to trust my own decisions. And when I started trusting my decisions, I started seeing changes that I was in control of. And this is such an important thing, especially for young men. This sounds weird / cruel to say, but 99.9% of people are not really good at anything. Like they're not the best at anything, right? Or they're not even in a high tier of anything. Because the thing about being an expert at something or being very good at something is you have to do it every day for fucking years, right? And most people don't do that. So the reality is, as a young man, you're growing up, you're now 20 years old or whatever, you're not gonna be really good at anything. So why would you trust your own decisions? Why would you trust your own decisions to make changes in your life if you haven't seen any success or any results in the past? And you can't see any results because you haven't put a lot of effort into something. So the thing about the gym that's so good is all you have to do is show up every day for years. That's a bit of a tricky one. But all you have to do is show up, go lift the fucking weights, get stronger, and eventually you're gonna be in that top 1%. And even if you say, oh, like it doesn't matter if you're fucking jacked, it doesn't matter how much weight you can lift, it doesn't matter how you look, you still are developing that discipline. You're learning how to sacrifice things, you're learning how to build something, and then you are actually improving and you can show yourself that you're actually gonna get results when you put the work in. And this results in confidence and trusting your own decisions, right? Because you're showing proof of concept. You're saying, I'm gonna dedicate myself to this thing, I'm gonna work hard every day at this one thing, and I'm going to become better. I'm going to see results. So that's why for me, the gym is so close to my heart, because I was not necessarily ever really good at anything, right? Like, sure, I was kind of smart or I was kind of good at sports, but the reality is, as I said, for most people, you're not gonna be elite at something unless you put so much time into it. And confidence comes from results, right? I can attribute a lot of my confidence to the gym. And as I said, it's not because I'm so fucking jacked now. It's because you're proving to yourself that you can achieve something if you actually just show up. All you have to do is get a little bit better every day. Nothing changes if nothing changes. I put a clip of C-Bum in the last video, and he basically just says, kids are saying, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. Just get jacked and figure it out later. Because the getting jacked is just the developing confidence part. And then you can also develop that work ethic, discipline, whatever, and then you can go apply it somewhere else. So yeah, get jacked and figure it out later. You can go your own way, bro. Dude, are you kidding me right now? This is so fucked. I don't even know what the fuck's going on, man. I was reading Camus 2 days ago, and then I fucking listened to this free will shit. It's just over, bro. Hopefully I do some cool shit, bro. Hopefully my player does some cool shit in my life, so I can see it. You know what I mean, bro? I'll state my case. And this just started playing, auto-played, and I don't even know what the fuck it's connected to, man. Like, you can see this, bro. It's on Bluetooth, and I'm not fucking connected to it. There is no way you have free will, bro. There's no way, bro. You'd think that discovering that free will doesn't exist would be a crisis. We're not gonna say discovering yet, but realizing that it's a possibility slash a strong possibility. But it's kind of freeing. I'm just kind of along for the ride, you know? Hopefully it's a good ride. Fuck the free will talk for now. We gotta do RDLs. My friend texted me and he watched the last one and he was saying my form was fucked. And yeah, I realized my hips are really tight. I think it's literally just 95% of the tension's on my back. Whatever, let's lift the fucking weight, man.
I had that gym, you know, and that gym taught me a discipline. It taught me sacrifice, and it just taught me how to trust my decisions, you know? And when I started trusting my decisions, I started seeing changes that I was in control of, you know, not anyone else. This sport is definitely challenging, and I've learned a lot. So have all these guys about yourself and what you're faced with in adversity and overcoming. I just didn't give up, and I continue to train.
I snapped my tendon, cleared my chest. You know what they said? I'll never come back. I'll never be a bodybuilder. I'll never. This happened after I got second place in the first Miss Olympia. You know what happened? So I can tell people how I train. I can tell them what I eat and all these things. That's the boring part, you know? Anybody can train and eat, but what's driving you to do what you do in life?
Like living in reality. Reality was forget about reality. I have to have a dream. I have to have a goal. I have to get up every morning and go after something. And I believe that bodybuilding and fitness makes your life better. Some of the young 20-year-olds, they say things to me like, isn't it really sad, Tom, that you gained all that muscle in the 1980s only to lose it now? Muscle's temporary. It's a temporary thing. So is life. I mean, so is life itself. It's temporary. It's all temporary.
Historic moment going on right now. Z creates first ever video. Export file. It's the start of an era. Start of a fucking era. Yeah, I made my, made the new channel, made the new account. You guys like this picture? It's a decent one. I'm not gonna lie, the video did turn out better than I thought it was going to, in my opinion. While I was making it, I was getting a bit worried, like, holy shit, this is ass, but by no means is it amazing. We have a lot of room to improve, but I like it. Yeah, you gotta just take action, man. See what happens, so. She's up, baby. She is up. Which thoughts are going to arise in my head now? I am going to talk about something that is, I think, odd for, in terms of societal expectations and everyday conversations, but it is on my mind and I want to talk about it, and this channel is about documenting my life and whatever was going on at this point. And for the last 3 days, this shit has just been on my mind and I can't stop thinking about it. Quick story, I was walking to eat lunch last week, saw two friends, sat down. I was like, what are you talking about? One of them was like, free will. I was like, oh, cool, interesting. Basically, after he tells me to watch this podcast about free will, I watch it, and now a lot of thoughts going on right now. I currently believe that it is most likely that none of us have free will, but it's not a bad thing. And when I say free will, what I mean is that, are you free to make the decision that you are about to make right now? So am I free right now to be saying this, basically? And I think no. I'll try to break it down pretty simply from how I understand it. And I got most of this shit from Sam Harris, if you guys want to check him out. So every decision that you make is based on two things, right? It's based on your genetics and your experience. You don't control what situation you're put into, right? You're fucking born, you have your genetics, you have your genetic makeup, you have your parents, you're raised, whatever. You don't control any of that. So if I were to ask you to think of a city, right? Think of a city. Pause the video, take as long as you need to, say it out loud. We can make the assumption that you either didn't say Budapest or Paris because you said something else, right? So why didn't you say those things? They might have popped into your mind, or they might not have popped into your mind. But if they did pop into your mind, you didn't choose them. And if they didn't pop into your mind, then you couldn't have chosen that, right? So let me ask you, were you free to choose one of those cities, Budapest or Paris, whatever? I don't think so. You don't choose which thoughts arise, right? You are not actually the thinker of your thoughts. The self is an illusion. So yeah, why would you have chosen your specific city that you chose? Maybe you were primed, maybe you saw something earlier today that made you think of that. Whatever it was, that was not in your control. So another thing, if I were to tell you that I could predict what you were going to say in the next moment or what you're going to do in the next moment, would you say that you're free to choose what you want to do? I'd say no, because I'm telling you that I can tell you what you're going to do. And the interesting thing is, there have been studies that have shown in neuroscience that when using fMRIs, that we can actually predict what people are going to do. And it's not perfect because we don't have the means to carry out the perfect experiments, but it is more accurate than choosing randomly, and it's only getting more accurate. And it's not that fucked though. You still think, you still make decisions. It's just that it might feel like it's you making the decision, but it wasn't really in your control. There are a couple interesting implications though. So one of them is that I truly believe now that there is no inherent evil in the world. An example that's talked about in the podcast is Charles Whitman. Charles Whitman shoots a bunch of people, shoots his wife, but why did he do this, right? Before he did all that shit, before he shot all those people, he wrote a note, a a note that people are supposed to read after he was taken in or whatever, after he died. And he basically said, I'm having all these crazy thoughts and I want you to check my brain out and study it after I'm dead. Turns out the guy has a massive fucking tumor on his amygdala. So he's mentally fucked, right? Would you say that it's his fault that he shot all those people? Or would you say, wow, that guy's unlucky as fuck? I'd say he's unlucky. I'd say that's very unfortunate, but I wouldn't say that he's inherently evil. If you were given that exact same brain tumor and you had his exact same life experiences, chances are you'd do the exact same shit. So the implication is that you don't really have the option to judge people and be like, that is a fucking bad person. That's an evil person. This doesn't really make sense. Like, you can recognize that their actions are bad and you don't have to condone them or accept them or whatever, but you can at least understand that it's not really their fault, you know? I don't know, man. There's still so much more shit to learn about this and read about, and I'm probably gonna go down a rabbit hole. And I don't know how I just discovered this, but it's kind of like freeing in a sense. You're just a passenger, you know? Enjoy the fucking ride, man, yeah. All right, whatever, bro. But we're gonna go to the gym now, though. That was always fucking happening. So I guess I will see you guys at the gym.
If I can't let you go, will darkness divide? For the fiction of love is the truth of our lives. We were playing for keeps, but we both knew the cost. Now the only way out in your heart-shaped box. But I hate that it seems you were never enough. We were broken and bleeding, but never gave up. And I hate that I made you the enemy. And I hate that your heart was the casualty. Now I hate that I need
This rejections got me so. We're going outside tonight because I have concluded that going outside and socializing with other humans makes me happy. So I don't know if we're gonna get any footage there, man, but we'll see, we'll see. All right, peace out, bro. Good lift today. They got a hack squat in my gym, so it's pretty fucking sick. It's actually so good. I think I might just have to quit barbell squatting now. It was low-key always gonna happen, but yeah, it's fucking amazing actually. Anyways, I think that is going to be it for this one. I will leave a link to my other channel in the description below, so if you guys want to check that out, check out that first video. I don't think there's anything else to say, really. This week was decently retarded. These are probably just gonna keep getting more and more retarded, though, as I become who I'm meant to be, you know? you know? So, yeah, guys, you are the greatest project that you'll ever work on, so just fucking be yourself. Just be yourself. You can't run from who you are. As always, it has been a pleasure. Of course, I will see you next week. And until then, take care, be safe. Thank you for watching. All right, peace out, bro.